All right, there we go. What am I saying? Hi, everybody. I haven't done a stream in a while. Something I've noticed lately is people's tones have just gone way downhill. Let me kind of check my sound here, make sure everything's good. All right, so let's talk about tone just a little bit. Talk about sound. Now, I gotta probably change my title here. Live stream topic tone. There you go. Hello, concurrent viewer number 1. So if we go out just a little bit and think about the macro, if you're not playing every single day, or if you're not playing like 5 or 6 days a week with regularity, it's probably going to be, you're going to see your tone sliding. So especially now, if you don't really see a reason to practice or a reason to play, find one. And if you need some inspiration, check out YouTube videos. You can find all kinds of good trumpet players out there that do amazing things on the trumpet that make you think, well, gosh, I wish I could do that too. Just to name a few. Well, actually, let me see if I can pull up. Because if you look up, maybe you've heard of, I was showing some of my students this one. This is John Faddis, Into the Faddisphere. And it's ridiculous what this guy is doing. What's that? Eggs? My wife's showing me we just got a whole bunch of eggs. You want to see them? You want to show the eggs to all the people? We only have we have this huge crowd of people. Here, eggs. Actually, you can see it here. There you go. Lots of eggs. We have 4 chickens. We have a whole bunch of eggs. Thanks, honey. That's really neat. Do we have a knock on the door? The Amazon package might have come in. Or maybe that was you coming in. Anyway, get inspired. So let me see if I can share this with you. See if you can actually... Let me see if I can make you hear this. Okay, so John Faddis. Oh, how do I get rid of this? I got trouble now. Minus that. Yes, I'm sure. So that's John Faddis. And I used to check him out when I was younger, and it takes some serious warming up to be able to do whatever the heck he's doing. And I can't do what he's doing. But that's the kind of thing that would inspire me to practice more and practice harder. I mean, he's an amazing player. If you guys just check out John Faddis. Wow. I mean, what a talent. So those are some things that I would watch when I was younger, and I saw all kinds of examples of trumpet players doing amazing things. And we'll get to tone in just a little bit. But if you're not inspired to play the trumpet, it's really easy to get inspired. There's another guy, gosh, what was his name? Let me see if I can find... His name was, okay, yeah. And this might get flagged on copyright.
Live TV from 80.
Let me see if I can share. I am sharing already. I'm going to freeze this first. This might get flagged on the copyright thing, so if it gets taken down, whatever. Check this out. Okay, so there are different things that I listen to that weren't strictly jazz, but this is Rick Braun, and I would listen to Rick Braun play. I got this track from one of my band directors, and at the time I was like, wow, this is really cool. It's not super difficult to play. I mean, you can figure out the melody pretty easy. So it's just a fun, simple melody that when I was listening to it, I thought, well, that's really cool, and it would make me try it out, and I would try practicing. And I don't know how I think I must have blipped out or something. Oh well. So it was something fun that I listened to, and let's see. I gotta change this. Oh, technology's great. But when I listened to it, it was exciting, and I thought, well, that's really cool, and I tried playing it too. And it gave me inspiration to want to play more, okay? And that's the point here. If you guys find something that you're excited to listen to, you're going to want to play the trumpet more. And so why do people like listening to Arturo Sandoval and Maynard Ferguson? So this is Rick Braun, and I like listening to, there's all kinds of trumpet players, classical, orchestra players, jazz musicians. This is more of I don't know what you would call it. It's kind of a jazz fusion, I don't know. Elevator music, I don't know. Rick Braun. He's great. Kind of a bluesy, well, whatever. So find some music that you like to listen to and be inspired to play. And then when you actually have a reason to play and a reason to practice, you will. And so after you start practicing, some of the more boring things to really enhance your sound, there's long tones, and there's like the boring stuff that we all have to do to get better and better, and nobody really likes to do them. And those are usually the first things to go when the competitions are over and when the solo contest is gone and when you don't really have a reason to play. But hopefully, if you keep up with your listening, you're inspired to play, and then by wanting to sound like the people you're listening to, you'll do the very simple basic recipe for getting what they have. And so most everybody does long tones, right? And playing long tones doesn't mean play for 16 counts on 4 different notes. Try to get the result that you want from the exercise that you're trying to do. So for me, I practice long tones for 2 reasons. I'm trying to play with as little, not pressure, but as little muscle as possible. So that's number 1. Like the only muscle I'm using there is these corners here and here, so that the air doesn't leak out. If I didn't use any muscle, I'd get something like, right? But then there's air leaking out, so I go. So the first thing I'm looking at is how little muscle can I use to get the result. And then 2, I'm trying to get a certain immediate result without using any muscle. Like if I get just air, then I'm already adjusting. I want an immediate sound to happen. The lips have to be pliable enough that whatever you put through your lips, it's vibrating. And so I try to get a long tone. I want to hold a long tone as soft as I can for like at least a breath. A breath or so, maybe 2 breaths. Because then I know that I'm not overdoing the muscle it takes to create the sound, and the lips are resonating, they're vibrating with any bit of air that I'm putting through it. And that just makes the trumpet playing so much easier. You don't have to put so much effort into. So many people have to pinch out and force out and make the sound happen. Your initial reaction after you blow through the trumpet and nothing happens is probably the most important thing that you could focus on if you're trying to create a better sound and a more efficient playing. Like if you blow and nothing happens, you got 2 choices. You could, like for most people, they get embarrassed because nothing comes out. Like in that split second, they're like, oh no sound came out. And then the reaction that normally happens is pinch and engage and force to make the sound come out. You just made all of your playing 10 times harder than it needs to be. So what? And I say this because I used to play like that. I used to force out everything. But now, when I'm practicing, when I blow and nothing comes out, my reaction is to relax everything. So I used to think, oh, I'm not trying hard enough, I'm not engaging enough, I'm not using enough muscle. And now it's the complete opposite. It's as soon as I blow, to get the results I want, I think relax more. And there's some specific things that I cover with my students. It's like, well, if you're not getting a sound or if you're forcing out the sound, there's a couple things to think about and consider. And I usually go over that in lessons. But if you're making playing harder than it needs to be, that's something you want to address. It's a little bit different for everybody. All right, I got to go teach another lesson. I'm going to try to do more streams, and I'm going to try to be better prepared when I do streams and see if I can make these more interesting, more engaging. And, why does anybody do a live stream? It's because they're trying to organize themselves and become a better presenter. And so I have a lot of thoughts and ideas about the trumpet. I've been teaching for more than 10 years, and I've had all staters. I've had a lot of good results with students, and I'm trying to sort of catalog what works and what doesn't work so I can sort of put that together concisely for people who want to improve. So anyway, thanks for watching. We'll talk to you guys soon. If you have any questions, feel free to put them in the comment. I should say hi to some of the new subscribers. Hello to Marco Batts, whoever that is. Who else did we have come on here recently? Mike Boyland. Just curious why you didn't play the turns in the 4th and 8th bars. Okay, fine. So this is, and I might have responded already. No, I didn't. So this is in my duet, Haydn's Emperor's Hymn. Just curious. So there's some turns in the 4th and 8th bars, and in the end, I didn't want to. I didn't feel like it. Now I understand. Now maybe if you wanted to ask a question like, how do you do a turn in the 4th and 8th measure? Because I really need help and I don't know what to do with turns. I mean, I can help you out with what a turn is, but why didn't I play the turns? I didn't want to, because whenever I heard this song, it was in church with a bunch of old ladies singing, and that's what I think about when I play this song, sounding like an old lady at church, and they didn't do turns when they sang it, and that's it. All right, cool. Thanks, guys. I'm going to take off. I got to go teach. If you guys want lessons, feel free to shoot me an email or give me a comment, and we could set something up. Otherwise, you guys have a good day, and we'll see you.